right, that is some material for our pig port. We have pigs coming. I need to build a shelter for them. But first, I want to show you guys this extension to our greenhouse that I just built. All right, so today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I made this extension to our garden shed. This garden shed is a lean-to garden shed, which only has 3 sides. It does not have a floor, and I built this about a year ago. So already a year later, we're looking to extend it out. I know I said this before on our channel, is that if you want to build something, figure out how big you want it and times it by 2. Times it by 5. But the other part of that is, what can we afford to build? That's a huge drawback, right? If you don't have the funds, you can't build things as big as you want them. I will put links down to all the videos that I did of this build of this garden shed down in the show notes. Now, just to let you guys know, I'm not a professional builder. I've only been building stuff for the last 3 years, over 3.5 years since we've been living here in North Carolina. I'm just figuring these things out as we go and trying to share with you all the things that I'm learning and we're learning as we're doing them. After I dug out the holes for the 4x4 posts, I buried the 4x4 about 20 inches and I poured concrete in there to make them really sturdy. After the concrete cured, then it was time to do the fun part, which is actually building. Not digging holes. Digging holes is not the fun part. For the top part here, I like to use a process called shusugiban. And that is the process of charring the wood and then using an oil such as maybe a linseed oil to actually protect the wood from moisture. And that's what I did here on this top part piece when I built this portion. I just really like the way it looks, you know, and you get to play with a torch. Ever since we moved out here in the mountains of North Carolina and not have done any of this stuff prior, I kind of always thought of it as a big experiment. Maybe like a class project, or maybe it's one big art project. And I'm talking about this whole life that we're living now. Everything that we have done so far, from the building the structures, to raising chickens, to butchering chickens, to gardening, to starting our own business, building greenhouses, building a walk-in fridge. I kind of always thought of it as one big art project. Because a lot of the times, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing them. You know, I'm just moving. I'm just taking one step in front of the other and figuring things out. Now I'm using these rafter ties. I think that's what they're called. You screw this in the wall, and then the 2x4 sits on top of this. And then I'm evenly placing them and screwing them up top there. It's like asking myself, can we move into a completely different environment and start a whole new life? Can I build a greenhouse? I don't know, can I? I really don't know. Can I build a garden shed? Can I build this extension to our garden shed? I have no idea. Here I'm ripping down a 2x4 right in half. Can I get 2 pigs and raise them for meat on our 1.5 acres here? I have no idea if you can do that. So as I'm building this structure, I'm reminded of myself that that's what I have always thought that this life is one big experiment, one big school project. These are some more rafter ties that helps the 2x4s to not fall over. It kind of holds them in place. The reason why I added this 2x4 here is because in case I wanted to put a gutter system and collect water, it'd be easier to attach to this 2x4 than to not have it. And then I learned that from building this on this side, which I didn't add it, and it's very uneven. And as you can see, the metal, the tin is not even with this, so it'd be kind of hard to attach a gutter system to this. And these are the 2x4s that I ripped in half just to give the tin a more support. Or maybe it's just one big life project that has no ending and it has no winner. I just keep doing these things to figure out if we can do them, if it's possible. And so we will keep on doing these projects. I will keep on learning and figuring things out. Now, I may enclose the back portion of this because mainly I really want to put our riding lawnmower. I want to put it right here so it has some more covering. And I might not know what I'm doing on this project, but I will learn from it. Regardless if it's right or wrong, I will learn from each project, and it will prepare me for the next one. As we continue to live this lifestyle, and as we continue to work on this big school project. Overall, the structure is pretty easy to build. I try to keep it super simple, nothing fancy, but yeah, it still looks nice and also sturdy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Jason from Sow the Land, and the next project that we're doing here on our homestead is a pig shelter. So let's get that going. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys next time.